Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza, and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Wednesday, November 4th. Well, in the stock indices, I was looking for follow-through. I said I think yesterday would be an important day in terms of market action. Well, we didn't see sellers come in with both hands, and we didn't see buyers dominate. I was looking for more of a positive follow-through. Did not happen, but the setup, I think overall, still implies that buyers are in place. We are looking for a follow-through to the upside, and we're looking for it to happen today. Again, I think the setup here is the critical part. I think the buying that we're looking for is still in place. Look at the mid caps here. They are the strongest right now out of all these indices, and who knows, maybe that'll lead the way. It led the way to the downside. Maybe it'll lead the way to the upside. And when we look at these currencies, let's take a look at those and see what's happening there. Well, we see across the board the dollar strengthened. That's what this red candle means when you look at the euro or the Swissy or Australian dollars, any of these currencies. It tells us something about that relationship. Here the Canadian dollar strengthened, while the U.S. dollar got stronger against these other currencies. And in fact, in this market, let's talk about that for a minute. The difference between that sell point and this buy point is 300 ticks. So the dollar value of that move is $10 a tick, or that would be $3,000 a contract. That would be the dollar value of that move, and we are looking for follow-through. Even though these markets backed off, even though we saw a stronger dollar dominate in these other currencies, I think we're looking for unchanged to higher. That structure that we see here again is bullish, and we're looking for an up day in our friend the currencies. We may have a decision being made here in the next couple days. In the interest rate markets, like I said, the short end of the curve is behaving like it should, which is relatively quiet, and I expect that to continue. In the notes, this market did back off. And one thing I do want to point out to you, this would have reached magnitude objective to the downside. So one half of the position would have been taken off. But I want you to see here, this moved up above that buy point by 1/2 tick. That would have initiated a long position, and it would have also created a losing position. I just want to point that out. A lot of times we've been looking at these trades when they finish, and they may cooperate once in a while. But here's one that one half of that trade did not work. This half did reach a magnitude objective, and we are looking for further weakness to the downside in both the bonds and the notes. Well, depending on how it digests some of the information today, not necessarily a big move, but we are looking for downward pressure. And in the metals, gold, we are finding some buyers. I think gold is absolutely beautiful. And it's beautiful because it acted properly. It's, what we are looking for is this market to come up into this range. This is a lot. To take these highs out, where you see that much selling, it should be explosive. And this, Mr. Gold here cooperated. It did give that nice push here to the upside, and that's the kind of behavior we'd want to see. Silver did the same thing. Nice symmetrical move. The way it came down is the way it's going out. That's terrific. It's at significant levels in here, though, and we are looking for unchanged to higher in both of these markets, but not big moves. In copper didn't get up and get going. I thought yesterday would be an important day for that market, and it did not do that. However, buyers are still present. I think the bias is still to the upside, even though yesterday, it reached magnitude objective to the downside, which means it would be a scratch if this market would trade back through that range. I think we should still look for follow through to the upside in that market. And when it comes to the energies, we can see that crude oil put the afterburners on, but again, crude oil broke to the downside. And again, a dollar is a magnitude objective here. This reached that magnitude objective. It also reached the magnitude objective to the upside. And we are looking for this market to go back and test that $80.50 range. Natural gas, well, we are seeing evidence that buyers are trying to come back into this market. I guess I wouldn't hold my breath too much with that one. We've seen that before, and we just have not had the follow through. We need to see a few days of consistent buying, and that's the issue here. Can we see that in natural gas? Right now, it does imply a little push to the upside, but I'd be very cautious of that. In the grains, we continue to see beans working their way back up here. It's now approaching very significant levels. We are looking for unchanged to higher in that market, as well as corn. Wheat is struggling. Wheat, we're not seeing that level of confidence. 530 would be an important level to close above it, and we'd want to see that today if indeed these buyers that created the shadow are still in place. Well, I'm looking forward to being with you again tomorrow, and in the meantime, take care.